Hey, it's Mark Evans. So imagine going to a tech conference that is located 3.5 hours from a major city. It operates out of a summer kids for camp in which attendees stay in cabins. There is no cell phone coverage, absolutely none, and very little Wi-Fi coverage. So what you've got is 400 people with no access to the internet, and you're trying to keep them entertained for a 3-day conference. Now, some amazing things happen. One is that people detach themselves from the internet and leave their smartphones in their cabins or in their pockets. And do you know what that happens? It's not chaos, it's not insanity. What happens is people actually talk to each other. Instead of looking down, they're looking up and they're looking around so that you can approach people and ask them, so what are you doing here? Where do you come from? What do you do? What kind of things are you going to do this weekend? And it leads to really solid social connections, real connections. I'm not talking about connections that you make at a networking event where maybe if you're lucky, you'll talk to somebody new, and that person is probably looking over your shoulder to see if they can talk to someone they actually know there. And that's not a connection. You're sort of glancing off each other rather than having a real social interaction. So the conference I'm talking about is Fireside, which happens about 30 minutes outside of Bancroft, Ontario. It's a conference attended by 400 people. Now what's amazing is apparently 4,500 people apply to attend the conference. And it's really difficult to describe the conference because it's unconventional. Yes, there's programming, and yes, there are speakers and keynotes, but there's also other things going on like axe throwing and canoeing and swimming and water skiing. So if you're not interested in the programming, if you don't want to participate, you don't have to. You can go for a walk or you can do all those other activities. So suddenly you've got people paying for a conference but not really participating in the programming. What they're doing instead is they're enjoying the freedom, the liberty of not being on the web. They're enjoying the company of the people around them. And what I found from spending 3 days there was I came away with some really new relationships and having some really great conversations with people that I would never have met under normal circumstances. And I think that's the beauty of a Fireside, is that it is different, it is unconventional, it does force people to behave differently, to get away from the way that they operate in the digitally connected world, and to do something that is it feels more constructive, it feels real, and it feels like just a better and different way of doing things. And I think that's why Fireside has grown from 60 attendees 4 years ago to 400 today. So congratulations to the people at Fireside. It was an amazing weekend. And if you do get a chance to attend, you should apply, and it'll be worth the experience. The truth is, you're not really sure what you're going to get because there isn't much insight into what the weekend has in store, but it'll be good, believe me. I'll talk to you soon.